So you want to move to the UK, but you don't work as a software engineer and you're not a medical professional, and most people tell you that you're not going to be able to make the move because you're neither. Well, those most people are wrong. What if I told you that you could move to the UK and you could be earning up to 2 to 3 lakhs a month, and all of this without a fancy degree? So this is where all of UK's largest supermarkets come into play, because they have thousands of job openings available right now. And what's even better, you don't need an agent for any of this. You can do all of this. You can apply for these jobs and get these jobs without any help, all by yourself, right from the comfort of your home. So today I'll be telling you how you can land these jobs, how you can apply for these jobs and land them all by yourself. And apart from that, the best part is a lot of people have actually applied to these roles and even moved to the UK within 1 to 2 months. So one of the absolute best parts about working in the UK is the dignity of labor, which means no certain job is better than other jobs, and you aren't going to be looked down upon or frowned upon if you do a certain job versus somebody else, right? And that's absolutely brilliant. To be honest, you can do literally any honest job over here and you will not be discriminated against. And the best part is, you're probably doing the same job back home and you're not making too much money out of it. And if you come to the UK, you're going to be making a whole lot more than you're getting paid back in your home country. So these are some of the largest supermarkets in the UK that are currently hiring. Some of these might be names you're familiar with, some might not be. Nevertheless, they are the largest chains. There's Walmart or ASDA, there's Sainsburys, Tesco, Aldi, Lidl, Waitrose Partners, and a lot more. Now, if you're wondering which of these supermarkets pays more than the others, it honestly depends on the role you're doing and the number of hours you put in, but BBC actually did an article about this last year, which placed Lidl on the top. Lidl pays £10.10 an hour for outside London and £11.3 an hour for inside London, and these are the starting salaries. Tesco and Aldi pay £9.55 an hour. Sainsburys, Waitrose and Co-op pay £9.5 an hour, and ASDA pays £9.18 an hour. Now, if you'd like to apply at Waitrose, for instance, because it's one of the leading supermarkets in the UK, a senior warehouse partner can make up to £1,52,000. The same is with a supermarket assistant, for which you need no extra qualifications, just a desire to work in retail. At Sainsburys, it's a similar story. A warehouse colleague can make up to £20,000 a year, which is about 20 lakhs. And in case of rotas, you can make up to £24,000 a year, or approximately 24 lakhs. Now, how do you actually apply? Well, it's a fairly simple process. You start off by going to the career sections of each of these websites. If you don't know where to find them, simply write out the name of the supermarket, for instance, Sainsburys Jobs, in Google and hit enter. Now, once you reach here, you identify the job you're looking for using filters if required. For instance, if you're looking for a job in one of their supermarkets, you simply use the stores filter under the type of role and all the relevant openings come in. The next step would be to read the entire job description and make sure you understand what they're looking for. Now, this is very important. It will not only tell you how many hours you can expect to work, but they will also usually tell you how much you'll earn per hour. In cases where relevant, they will also tell you if the pay or salary will increase. They will also give you details on what skills or qualifications you are expected to have and what you will actually do on the job and the perks you'll receive. After this, just hit the apply button and create an account using your email ID or social media sign-in and complete the form. You will also need to create a CV and a cover letter while applying for jobs in the UK. Now, if you have a CV and a cover letter but it's not in the UK format, I very strongly suggest you make one immediately. The CVs you have from your home country will not work in the UK. You won't even get a call back, which is the absolute worst part, right? So if you need help building a CV or a cover letter in the format that is accepted in the UK, you can just use Read. You can follow the links that are in the description box below. And the next step is to absolutely apply everywhere. This is when 90% of the people fail. They apply to 5 or 6 companies, they get rejections, and they just get dejected and give up. They don't apply anymore. And this is where they lose out. Because to be honest, the only difference between somebody who's successful and who has failed is that the successful person didn't give up. Now, how to actually land the job? Applying is on one side. You actually have to land the job as well, right? Now, remember when I asked you to actually very, very carefully read the JD? Or the job description. In most cases, a lot of people build out their resumes talking a lot about themselves. Now, while a CV is supposed to introduce you to the recruiter, That's not exactly what it's supposed to be doing only. Your CV needs to tell the recruiter what they need to know about you. For instance, if a job opening has a lot of customer interaction mentioned in the job description, it would be wise to go back to your CV and to highlight all of the experience you have in customer interaction. Make sure it's extremely clear when somebody has a glance at your CV. If there's a lot of teamwork mentioned, do the same thing. Highlight all of your work that talks about teamwork. And this is why it is extremely important for you to read the JD carefully so that you can tell the hiring manager what they need to know about you and how you fit this role. The hiring manager is looking for the best candidate to fit this role. That could be you. So if it's your CV, they're looking for ways to make you fit into this role. So you need to give them the best kind of information about how you are suited for that role, not how you are great. You need to tell them how you can help them and how you can benefit the company best. Because let's be honest, the hiring managers are not interested in all the accolades you have racked up. What they need to know is how you are the right candidate. Because truth be told, if they're going to offer you a visa for this job, which is something they can do from here, they can hire somebody from here, right? Why should they hire you? You need to show that you are the exceptional talent that they've been looking for. You need to show that you are the best candidate, which is exactly why they would offer you a visa in the first place, right? So even if it takes you a couple of days, spend a couple of days, but fix your CV. Make sure your CV has everything highlighted that a recruiter would want to read. If I were you, I would even create multiple CVs if I were interested in multiple jobs. CV A for job type A, CV B for job type B, and as I see the openings, I would apply accordingly. Now, for you to actually land the job, you also need to know English. The UK only speaks English, which means you need to have a basic understanding of English. You should be able to speak, read, and write at least the basic amounts. Now, if you do not know English that well, if you're not very fluent, I would very highly recommend you watch YouTube videos or download Duolingo or go for spoken English classes so that you can give yourself a better edge. And something else I very highly recommend to everyone who is looking for jobs. If you can, drop a message to the recruiters of the company that you're interested in. You can drop them a message on LinkedIn. If you're not able to do them because you're not a first connect, it's very simple. Go in for the free version of LinkedIn Premium because it's free in the beginning. And just use this as an opportunity to drop your CV to every recruiter possible. Drop them your CV and your cover letter and tell them you're interested in these roles. And now equally important is for you to actually prepare for the interview. You will honestly need to put in some work to prepare for what questions you will be asked, because you will be asked questions irrespective of which role this is you're applying for. If you're not sure what questions you're going to be asked, you don't know how to prepare, it's very simple. Go to Google again, type out the job role that you're looking for and just write interview questions and voila, you've got all of the questions there. Just use them to prepare in advance. And the absolute best part about all of this, you do not need any external help. You do not need an agent, so you do not need to waste all of your hard-earned money paying an agent to do this. This is all something you can do just by yourself sitting at home. And you do not need fancy qualifications. Most of the jobs have absolutely no educational qualifications required. They just need you to be good at what you do and come to work with an attitude willing to work. That's all they need. So it's all dependent on you now. Whether you get that job in the UK or not is all in your hands. Now, when you get a job in the UK, you will need a visa to work in the UK. So you're going to need to know everything there is about visas in the UK. And if you'd like to know more, all you need to do is check out this video.